Hi, this is Kat. Hi, welcome. I just really wanted to quickly start the video off saying this was on Halloween. So I was very exhausted because it was a 24-hour stream. Actually, I think it went a little bit over that. But it was like last year. So whole new setup and whatnot to look like in the background. So be wary that I'm eating a lot of pizza because that's all I had for that day. Was I bought one pizza and that's what I was eating throughout the day. I was very tired. It was about, I think, 3 to 4 o'clock a.m. whenever I finally ended stream that day. So it was a very big Halloween stream. So I hope you bear with me. I will already say I love the game. I just didn't look interested. My back was hurting, so I slouched down a lot and everything like that, and I was eating, and I was just trying to go with it. I was exhausted. But I promise the videos after that will get better with Beacon Pines. Just bear with me on this first one. Plus, I didn't know what was happening in the beginning of it. I didn't know much about the game at all. So, I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Back to the video.
Dear reader, allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1.
This one got chapters too. Cool.
Normal isn't what it used to be. This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn.
Oh, so cute.
His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
Look at those colors. Love that. Oh, so cute. Hey, Dad. How are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. He's so cute. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. So he's 12. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. It feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. I don't blame him. It's beautiful. Oh, little tears. Me too. Ah, who's that? Oh. Hey, Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend. He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door until your gran answered, and after I checked the pond and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears welling in his friend's eyes and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You and your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to keep doing it now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's coming back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. You don't know how to get out of here? Oh, now I actually get to move. Look at it! Diggle!
Wonderful! I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh. Not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran and then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know. I'll think of something. If it's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kind of wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself. I won't be long. Tell Gran before heading out with Rollo.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch?
Yeah.
There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing. Some of them can be found in this very house.
Sick.
Just some dusty knickknacks. Since Gran had moved in, the house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric. One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it. Not for years, though. Gran had already lit the fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
Sorry. Oh, so cute. Ooh, found one. Ponder. Oh, the little slide back down. It's so cute.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air.
Chill.
Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation. Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
Ooh, he likes reading. It's cute.
Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said. Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet.
I don't blame him.
only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an...
Oh, shit. Sorry.
A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
Junk.
An array of prepared meals crowded the refrigerator, each labeled with the day of the week.
Bowdy. Tidy. Can I go back to this one? No. Really not.
Oh my! This is quite exciting! I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
Wow.
Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror. A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey, Gran. I'm going to go hang out with Rolo for the day. See you later. Did it. She's beautiful. Hold up now. Where are you and Rolo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere
The less
special.
Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
We're just gonna go. We're just gonna go hide for the day. Chill for the day. Chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We're just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. Well, make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
Okay.
The Chronicle is a record of the decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things. We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys gonna ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know. Big stuff. Small stuff. Medium. Mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. Oh, I can drop. Oh, and Luca? You and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know, I know. Get in trouble with Rolo. Come on, come on. Dang it, Rolo.
a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
You know the drill. Don't let anyone discover our secret path.
Chapter 2.
Already on chapter 2.
Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered. Until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
Sorry, Mr. Young Van Horn, can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I? It's Mayor Valen.
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Keep up the good work. I must briefly attend to a concerned citizen. Huh? It's nothing, keep at it. Alright, what can the mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh. Just saying hi, I guess. Oh, so cute. Hey, Jetson. Is the line playing any tunes today? No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, I can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. You know, that ain't wrong.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Okay, what's this top secret plan to start our summer? So you know the abandoned warehouse by my place? The old Valentine building? Yeah, well, it isn't abandoned. What makes you think that? Get this. Last night, it was glowing. Glowing? Are you sure? Kinda. That place kinda has been empty since foul harvest? Yeah. Who would even want to poke around that place? We would, Rollo. We would. Wait. It's just a busted old warehouse. I just meant we could do some research at the library. You actually want to go to the warehouse? What do you expect to find? Answers. My mom's out there somewhere. And it seems like everyone wants to pretend that she's gone for good. Oh, he's tearing up again. You don't have to come, Rollo. If you don't want to. Luca, remember that time I sort of accidentally burned down the chicken coop? And you jumped in and said it was your fault before my paw throttled me? This is a flamin' chicken coop sorta deal. I've got your back. Yeah, he got your back, man. Thanks, Rollo. Now that I think about it, poking around a decrepit fertilizer warehouse is exactly how I want to spend the first day of summer. Let's go! Luca, just the fella I was looking for. Hey, Roxy, what's up?
Oh, right. Rendezvous with Roxy. This is an important turning point.
Oh, great.
The first time where your charms will change the course of fate.
Yay.
And currently, we only have one suitable charm at our disposal. Have no fear, we can always return later using the Chronicle once we find more charms. Well, now I'm just rambling. Where were we?
Have you seen my blockhead brother today? He skipped out before breakfast. Well, not really, no. Can't say I have. Can't say or won't say. Roxy, would I lie to you? There he is. Luca, wait up! I almost forgot to tell you. Roxy might be lurking around here. This is one of her favorite places to stand around and be useless. Rolo. So we need to make sure she doesn't spot us. Rolo. What? Why are you doing that turning thing with your body? What? You're not scared, are you? She's harmless. And a chump. And she's right around that corner, isn't she? Hey. Don't mind me. Just over here lurking uselessly. Ah, hey sis. Nice weather we're having, eh? I couldn't help but notice you snuck out this morning before breakfast. Wasn't hungry. Also couldn't help but notice your morning chores were left unchored. Roxy, I'm going to level with you. I'm tired of digging up carrots. We all gotta pick up the slack since the full harvest. Almost every carrot I dug up is rotten. And the rest look like they were hit with Hank Atomic's Shrinkle Ray. All the more reason to keep on digging. There's gotta be more to life than punny carrots. Look, Roxy, Luca and I have places to be, so if you don't mind. Oh, I do mind? I'm not going to catch hell again because of you. So either you march yourself home and harvest those carrots, or I haul you home myself. Ooh, snap.
Rolo froze as Roxy took a step toward him, cracking her knuckles. Luca knew he had one chance to save his friend from being dragged home.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Come on, Roxy. It's the first day of summer. The sun's shining. We just want to take it easy. Chill. Let's leave tomorrow's problem for tomorrow. That's great and all, but Rolo's problems have a way of becoming my problem. And Pa always says tomorrow's work is best left for yesterday. March, you big oof. Aw, rats. I expect a full report about the Valentine place. A full report! So, Fitz, what are you up to this lovely day? Nope. Cool. Hey, Solomon? No. Apologies, no time for chit-chat. Bye.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Like, Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Oh, hey, Mr. Nuncreed. I was just on my way to. I sold the last jar of your grandmother's preservatives. Can't stock the shelves fast enough, turns out. Hey, that's great, but I guess Juniper will just have to swing by with more of her lovely jam. Uh-huh. Well, don't let this old man slow you down. You remind her that she still owes me that dance.
A promise Gran regretted the second it was made.
Will do. She's a fine woman, that Juniper. Yeah, she's pretty cool, I guess. A real fine woman. Gotta go. Sweeter than any jam on earth. Freak that. No, thank you. That's creepy.
The phone booth was brand new, part of Perennial Harvest's Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. It didn't see much use.
Ooh. Oh, hey, Luca. Hey, Joey. How's the bug hunt going? Not great. Bugs have been shy this week. Bugs get shy? Oh, sure. Bugs aren't that different from people. Sometimes they just want to be left alone. If you're going into Weepwood, just be careful where you step. No bug crunching. Got it.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
That's strange. I feel like I need to go up straight, so I'm gonna go to the side here.
After the foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town. The Valentine mansion loomed over every other building in town, both figuratively and literally. The path led into a small hollow at the edge of Weepwood.
Okay, no turning back now. Calculation. Caution. Electrified fence. Is that sign new?
The fence thrummed with a gentle electric buzz.
Okay, so what would Rolo do if he was here?
Luca often asked himself what Rolo would do, so that he could rule out that option.
I'm definitely not touching that thing.
As sparks flew from the fence, the light atop that section shut off. 2 bulbs remained.
Oh. That's 2.
1 more to go. The fence's buzzing gave way to silence.
Okay, moment of truth.
Every kid in town knew the old Valentine fertilizer building. Long abandoned, the warehouse once served as the industrial heart of Beacon Pines. Now, it stood only as a reminder of things left behind. The dormant building showed strange signs of life.
Okay, so Rolo wasn't exaggerating for once. What's going on here?
There was only one way to find out.
Wow, that smells awful. Too bad Rolo's not here. He'd have no problem poking around it in there.
The hose emitted a subtle sound. It was actively draining some kind of liquid. The water looked almost diseased. It flowed slowly into the woods.
Look at his little jump.
Luca thought he heard faint sounds coming from the other side of the door. He pressed his ear against the cold metal to hear better.
A zipper? Footsteps?
The sound of footsteps grew louder.
Hello? Shit. Shit.
The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged toward him. He tried to scramble away, but felt a gloved hand latch onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about change. It was far from the sort of change Luca imagined for himself. But change is, after all, a dangerous animal.
This got real fast.
The end? I probably should have warned you about this. There are many paths that our story can take. Most will end in tragedy, but don't let that discourage you. We will find the ending that this story deserves. I just know it. From here on out, a charm will have a check mark when it's been used to its full potential at a given turning point. Now, let's try something different.
Okay.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little shit.
Make a break for it. What have you done? Ah! Did that little shit just kick me? Run all you want, you little twerps. You gotta come home eventually. Sorry. Sorry about that. Rolly can be overexcited sometimes.
Solomon Valentine, current ward of and future successor to the Valentine fortune, huffed as he brushed off his pants.
A town of complete and utter fools. One wonders if it's worth taking anything here seriously. Either way, I'm really sorry. No matter, how are you doing? Me? Yes, with all that business about your mother and whatnot. Oh, I'm getting by. Still no word from her at all? No. That is truly a shame. 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 Your grandmother has taken residence to keep home. House. Keep. I don't know. Yeah. And how is that going? We mostly stay out of each other's way. You make it sound like she's rarely at home. It's not like that. She just has a lot to do. She's still settling in and trying to figure out how to make ends meet. Indeed. Well, count your blessings. It's better to have a caretaker who is rarely home around in lieu of one who tries to compensate by smothering you with attention. That doesn't sound so bad. Trust me when I say it's best to rely on yourself. Family has a way of creating more problems than they solve. Hello? Who's that handsome man?
Solomon trifled a gesture toward the approaching heiress Valentine.
Speak of the devil. Oh, the sounds! Oh my goodness. Do not wander off like that. I'm much too busy to be looking all over for you. Apologies, Harris. I was just taking a stroll through town. Strolls are for commoners. You're a Valentine now. I want you to be present for the construction of the History Museum. The future of this town relies on the ability to remember our family's great past. Of course. I ain't talking. Oh, shit. Luca, my boy, hold up a tick. Sorry, Mr. Nut Creed. Kinda in a hurry right now. Hey! Thank God. Sorry. Boy's got too much of his father in him. Is that such a bad thing? Run. A win! Little help? I am the champion! We were racing. Did that road get longer? Like anything ever changed around here. It seemed longer. You're just lightheaded from the run. You really need to pace yourself better next time. Thank you. I'm not sure. Not sure why I would take advice from second place. Has that sign always been there? Wait, what? Don't touch it. Caution, electrified fence. Now that's definitely a no. Creepy. How are we going to get around a electrical fence? Don't worry, I got this. You're going to touch it. Yeah. Good job. Why would you do that? Pa always says you can figure out what the plan was when you're done. Great, what now? Well, I did my part and established that touching the fence is bad. I'm sure you can handle it from here. I'll supervise. From a safe distance. Thanks, buddy. I really appreciate it. Whoa, you're a genius. Thank you. I've done this before. I was about to touch the fence on accident. Ah, shit. Give me that back. There we go. I think that did it. Luca, you never failed to impress. Check it out! Dang, Rollo, you weren't exaggerating for once. Was there any doubt? Ever any doubt? This definitely needs investigating. Good thing 2 ace detectives are on the case. Rubble. Did you feel that? What? The excitement in the air? You bet your butt you bet your butt I did. Check out this puddle. That's not normal. And this hose! Oh man, the door's locked. Try harder! No dice, it won't budge. Oh well. This dumpster is new, right? I bet it's got stuff in it. I can't really see what's in here. Who did all of this? My nose is itching. I think I smell some treasure. Are you sure it isn't the hazardous waste? Just help me get in. Rollo. It would be my honor to throw you in the trash. Come on, lad lucky. Lady luck. Lad lucky. Gosh. So, what's in there? Let's see. There's a squishy bag of squish. Wow. A good inch of stagnant sludge. Your natural habitat. Wait, hold the phone. Hold 2 phones. Check these bad boys out. Are those walkie-talkies? Just like Hank atomic communicators. Do these actually work? Ground command to Hank Atomic. Hank, do you read me? This is Hank Atomic. Ground command. You're coming in 5 by 5. How are your vital readouts, Hank? It's getting a little stuffy in here. Requesting assistance for evac. Help is on the way. What was that? Someone's coming. Give me your hand. I'm trying. My hands are covered in squish. Scoot over. I'm coming in. Okay, maybe this is a horror game. Tell me you saw that. Dude, I don't even know what I saw. He's coming back, get down. Oh great, more shit in here.
The boy sat petrified under the weight of the bag.
Oh god, tell me it's not what I think it is. Luca, do you know what separates run-of-the-mill detectives from ace detectives? A ridiculous hat? When the chips are down, ace detectives dig deeper for clues.
Rollo felt around at the large sack which burdened them.
Aha!
He snapped off a tag from just within a small zipper opening in the bag.
It's some sort of badge or something. What'd it
Rollo
say?
held the badge up to a faint shaft of light within the dumpster.
Dr. Prescott, Deep Engineering. It's a name tag. Who would throw away a bag full of slimy old name tags? I think it's just one name tag in a bag full of something else. Okay. I think we should make a break for it. Stay calm. This is no time to panic. I'm not panicking! You're panicking! Rollo, calm down. You don't have to squeeze my hand so hard. Dude, I am not holding your hand. Quit messing around. What other slime-covered hand would there be? Ah! Ah! Hand. I'm begging this. I'm beginning to see the benefits of your run for our lives plan. Right. We've clearly established that I'm faster than you, so I'll go first. Why not go together? Flamin' chicken coop, Luca. I'll make sure the coast is clear. After I go, count to 100. If you hear me yell, run. If you don't hear me yell, run. Actually, either way, haul ass. Rollo, I'll give you credit. You sure found an eventful way to start our summer. It's what I do. Well, here goes nothing.
Lucas sat in the dark, tracking the sound of Rollo's footsteps as he ran. 1, 2, 3. He pressed his ear to the dumpster wall, straining to hear Rollo's footsteps as they faded away. 15, 16, 17. He tried not to think about the contents of the dumpster as he counted. 35, 36, 37. The thick stench made it hard to breathe. Screw it, that's long enough. Luca carefully lifted the lid and peered out. Nothing. No sign of Rollo. No sign of the man in the yellow suit. Time to haul ass. Luca clambered from the dumpster, stumbling to his knees. He was up like a shot and running, sprinting toward home as fast as he could. Beacon Pines flew by, blurred by the tears that welled up in his eyes. He wouldn't remember getting home at all that night. Throwing his front door open, storming up the stairs to his room and surrendering to sleep almost as abruptly as he hit his pillow. Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks, I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really. We just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I'll have to go take care of something. You are here to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understood? Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here until you get back. Good. Let's leave. Oh, and Luca, you left the icebox open yesterday. We're not made of money, you know. in a bone. Did I? Whoops. Oh, that was strange.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Is that coming from upstairs? Hello? Is anyone there? Hello? Rolo, is that you? Over? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
I don't like this. I'm getting creeped out. Ooh. Oh, hi. Oh, hey Roxy. Is this about me accidentally kicking you yesterday? Is Rolo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rolo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rolo didn't come home last night. Oh, fuck! He didn't come home. Oh, shit. Look, I liked Rolo. He's cute. He was cutie. He was a cutie patootie. They're all cuties, honestly. This art style's cute. I love it. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late, and we went home. Weepwood. If he's alive, I'm gonna kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. You stay out of trouble. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo? Where are you? I left the house. I'm not supposed to do that. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. I just don't see why I'm standing around, doing nothing, and waiting for Roxy, when I could be standing around, doing nothing, and getting paid for it. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Ugh, my parents won't listen. No offense, but isn't Rolo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check the Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great, I guess. Right, Fitz and I would check the Weepwood. We'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. This music is honestly amazing. What is this about a missing child? Oh my god, they're so cute. I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Miss Cotter. Wait. Nonsense. Young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I'm certain. I can't read for my life. You just focus on settling in. I trust my sister has supplied you with stable lodging? Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter, Beck, that... Now, where did she run off to?
Kato volunteered at the library during
Nerd.
the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem. Oh my god, the little... Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Don't know, just started it.
He gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of a bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Or that if there are 2 queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy? Fight. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him. Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Let's go. Ooh. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. Oh yeah, Mr. Nutcreed works weird hours sometime. Of course he does. How about you? When do I work? No, what's your name? Luke Van Horn. Luke. I'm already messing up. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So, he's missing? Beck is so freaking cute! Oh my god, this little nose. Oh, I love it. I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Well, that sucks. Yeah. So, I should probably get going. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
Ooh. I'm coming with you. What? So, says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep. Well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. The name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Hey, Luca. It looks like a path goes this way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I was about to leave. Ew.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick.
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into the goo. Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
What the? Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray. Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Yeah, it seems dangerous. Tish. Look what the cat dragged in. Yep. I don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yep. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we have been properly introduced. Iggy's the name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I forgive you just this once, on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dead? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so... you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and just left him. Iggy, I'm only going to say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Well, look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked, then his mom finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced.
Iggy took a step towards Luca, his sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Vec could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched. Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the... strange.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yo. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense, wackadoos travel... Makes sense. Wackadoos travel in packs. Dead?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Arg!
Iggy's clothes were drenched in the glowing ooze.
You jerk, my clothes are ruined, I'm gonna...
Iggy's voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
I don't feel so good. I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit! Yup. That kid's dead. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems okay.
Person at the warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
We have to find Rollo. He took the words right out of my mouth. Oh. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just looking for Rollo. Oh, you ever heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Rollo! Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorienting, you know? I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Well, wow, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, right, that reminds me. Luca, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home, I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe.
Yeah.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread. Gran is going to kill me. If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath. Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So, Grant's not back yet? I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do but sleep, I guess. Jumps in bed. Hey, the thingy's gone off again.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rollo?
Faintly, he could hear Rollo amongst the noise.
Luca! Rollo, is that you? Luca! There? Rollo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rollo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. They seem more interested in, for now, at least. Mr. Kersey said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on. Somebody's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response, his pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I could barely hear
Rollo's
you.
voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse!
With that, the signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Grandmama! So we all understand our rules? You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Harm, you just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
You're right, you can count on me. I just wish we would have made that deal with Heiress Valentine. Her resources would have still came in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How is Luca holding up? He's fine. You shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The three shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. I thought the grandma, disappeared. I was like, great. Mom, the dad, now the grandma. Gran? Why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli? for the words and Mr. Tulver late at night. Hey, Luca! Holy shit. That honestly... my heart. Ah! Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today, I saw Mr. Tulver and your gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seemed organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your gran been doing anything differently recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tulver. It seems she was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of the scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stake out here for a little bit longer. See ya, Luca. She slowly backs in. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Anyone see ya? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The two boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Hi guys, I'm here and I heard your whole plan. I'd better hurry up to the treehouse. Oh yeah, the treehouse is this way. Whoops. Rollo? Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were alright. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? No. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
What the fuck? I've got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
He strained to hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons? How could you hurt something that's already dead?
Fear gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What, you don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore.
Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
No. Who is that? Oh! Yeah. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy!
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me! This is all your
Luca
fault!
slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second? And I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day. With his positive attitude and power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through the Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo? It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse. I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they were going to go to the treehouse? The clipboards. What did I tell you? Those Pernell Harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do. But it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Icky. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Some of these words I don't know. Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic, you stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh shit. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have any time for a informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be done in just a second. Of course. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cracked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
He slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no, can't do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did the gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is, poor fella, he just got a little lost. That's a lie. It's a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Kerr's smile faltered.
Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants
Luca's
that?
grip tightened on the MCDC.
What did you do to Rollo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite a pickle, and I'm the only person in the whole world who can help you. You gotta decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight!
Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Oh. Hey! That was uncalled for. More than a little rude. And just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Kerr turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit. As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now. Well, time to bust out the tickles.
Tickles. Hey, Tish, want to see something cool? Yup. Check it.
Beck lunged forward and began to tickle under Tish's arms.
Tickle, 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 tickle. What the? Tish, is she tickling you? Yup. Yup. Yup.
Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped for breath between gales of laughter.
Yup, yup, yup.
Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had had enough.
Yup. What just happened? She seemed nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us.
Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face that he was now outnumbered.
I just remembered. I have to be somewhere. See you around, new kid.
Iggy kicked at the puddle before making his escape.
No. What a little creep. Beck, I think you got a little ooze in
Beck
your
shook
hair.
the ooze out of her hair as best as she could.
Is it bad? Depends. What are you feeling about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God.
Chapter 4. The best policy. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully he could make it up to her, but finding Rollo was his primary concern.
Luca, what the hell are you doing here? And why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a
Roxy
panic?
and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching.
That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rollo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth.
Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling. But this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca.
We're running out of
In
time.
a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down.
Rollo and I weren't just playing in the deep woods yesterday. We were investigating the lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit. We hid in a dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us. And I think it was a body. So we ran, but we got split up. I ran home. And it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow.
Roxy, still exhausted and angry, softened briefly as her eyes hunted the ground in thought. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca.
It's not your fault, Luca. Rollo's gonna be okay, I promise.
Roxy drew herself up.
I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something.
Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca.
You go back to that little tree house you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rollo shows up. Sounds like a plan?
Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod.
You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading around the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, weirder than normal.
Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up.
Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies.
Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start.
Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fellow like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What?
Luca motioned to the phone booth.
Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, you ask me. Any word from Rollo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. Rollo knows those woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boys' antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Somebody took him. I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know?
Mr. Nuncreed gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder.
Dang it, boy, if there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks.
Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncreed. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him.
There was a blank lurking behind those eyes. There was a shame lurking behind those eyes.
There was a shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncreed was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help.
Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse.
Mr. Nuncreed raised an eyebrow.
Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came out and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go sulking in somebody's dumpster. But it wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering.
Mr. Nuncreed's shoulders slumped.
I wish you wouldn't have said that.
A deep sigh bellowed from his chest.
Why did you have to? I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe.
Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncreed's hand clamped down on his shoulder.
But you Van Horns can't help yourselves, can you? His eyes changed. We were all so close to being done with this.
Firm shove, Nuncreed manhandled Luca into the phone booth.
What are you doing? It's out of my hands now.
The door latched shut with a mechanical hiss.
Shit.
As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from under his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Too Large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncreed over an intercom. He knows too much. The end.
Again?
Wait. No. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else. This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rollo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Bag and Wag? Another for Miss Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There's some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the top ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day's still young. Oh. This is new. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Me and my freaking... Let's go. Oh, I love how I can pick up things. It's so cute. My baby boy is still okay. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news. No more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what'd you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rollo. I gotta deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Oh, he's so cute. I'm glad he's back. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I don't trust you, sir. I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today.
Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. Oh, he's so creepy about it. Ugh. Gross.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining
Oh, I think
apples.
this is one of the people I had to give it to.
More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello? Eat!
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yes, Grant had some jam, I suppose,
He
to give
leaned
to you.
in a bit further.
Jam? Yes, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes! The jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my delivery. Of course! Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. There's a whole nother area. Hey, Don. Hey, Don. Hiya, Luca. What's up?
Dawn had dreams
Dawn
of
is so
becoming a
cute.
big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Hey, Don. Have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building. You might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Pernell Harvest. And the other is working for Harris Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines past. Pernell Harvest has positioned itself as the town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can't imagine. If I could just be left alone, Mr. Young Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. Dick? It's just that. Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really choose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Anyways. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Miss Telly. Found her. Awesome. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart. Whatever happened with Eleanor? Brave. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see
Mrs.
here.
Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Looks like I'm your last delivery. I'll hold on to the basket until next time I see Juniper. Tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Sick. Hey, it's a new kid. Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? What just happened? Well, run. Hey, what a crazy. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this. His favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ione. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
There's nudge. Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunned development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence! I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to the big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estates? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great to see you there. Let's go. So, who all lives in that house? Harris and Gus Valentine grew up here. And Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in that place like that. Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it was used to be way busier back before Sharper died. I'm losing my mind. Before the fall harvest? Okay, that's like the 5th time something mentioned this full harvest thing. And you all use the same ominous tone. Eventually you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandmother. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how do you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we have more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Ow. I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We were here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Purnell Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Purnell Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sparkling water and increments on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their job. You swore you didn't.
Slammed her fist into the table, perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain on the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around
Luca
here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you for the pizza. It was really good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people. But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above him began to rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before the storm kicks
Luca
off?
surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for
At
it.
that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Spooky! Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Luca, Nellie will keep trying to reach her gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
Oh, this looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum!
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I
Beck
know.
looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Oh, wow. Rolla and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. Seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime. He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview conductors. Oh boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards, some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they'll do both. So you moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parents. There's always a better job somewhere else. These flowers would last longer if you put them into water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Well, you cared enough to keep them, is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Damn! Dang! Dang, did that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rolo can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. I'm serious. Does it feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it in, you're going to pop. So then what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that point. Something I figured out on my own though, you've got to do something, anything. Here. What do you do? I don't know, something. We're going to register our complaints with the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's going to be alright. That things are going to change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere?
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal
Beck
kid.
brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Wow, I actually feel a little better.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. See you and Rolo at the festival. Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5.